Alrighty. How we all doing, everybody? How we all doing? There we got the camera going now. So, doing a little standing here because my cat is in the chair right now, so letting her have a chair for the moment. Well, how we all doing, everybody? It's good to see everybody here today. Again, happy Halloween to everyone. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful Halloween already. Watching scary movies, everything like that. We're gonna start today's stream off with a pipe bowl and a cigar. And do the factory smoke sweet Toro. We don't want to do the, no, it's a special day. It's a special day. We're gonna do the aging room verbato. How are we all doing, everybody? How's everybody's day going? Yeah, I know. I can hear the banter out there in the living room. It's hilarious right now. So, figured we'd start off the day with a good smoke. Like I said, we got the aging room Quattro Verbato. Now, this one's supposed to be dark chocolate. I'll tell you other ones. What was the? Bam. Oh, that's right. This one smokes in thirds. That's right. This has got 3 different smoking, blends throughout it. So, appreciate that, Demadre. Appreciate that. Like I said, we're gonna load up some of the Lane 1Q in the Peterson. I'm fucking stuck up. I love the fall and winter time, chat. The weather change and everything like that. I think the Lane's 1Q is pretty bushy, so we're able to go to bowl fairly easily into the Peterson pretty quickly. Boom. Yep. Good amount of resistance to it. No piece of tobacco left unsmoked. Fell out of the jar and I threw it back in. Tight tool. Got a little left of this. I'm trying to kill. I had that from last night, Sally. A little flat, but I don't like to waste drinks like that. So, oh my gosh, my nose. One second here. I don't fucking deal with that. Okay. Got the pipe here, the lighter, pipe tool right here. Going to get that charring light going. There's a faint, tiny little ember in the middle there. Still going there, chat. Here we go. Vanilla and honey smell. Throw some music in the background. Also, I would not say pastry-like. Maybe the smell, maybe. That's the lane 1Q. Yo, good to see you there, Voodoo. Good to see you. Yeah, that's the lane 1Q. So it says it's supposed to have like hints of roasting marshmallows is what it's perceived as. So the flavor. That's the one that you usually get from Big Smoke for the lane 1Q. They're the ones that got the RLP 6 that I really want to try, which is supposed to be chocolate, vanilla, and caramel. That was going to be one of the ones I was going to send you on Pipes and Cigars that I was going to tell you to get me. And of course, we got the quad fire lighter here. We're doing the cigar. So, again, this is from the Refuge Cigar Lounge. Kind of hard to see that there. Over in Moscow, Idaho. If you guys haven't done, check them out. If you're ever in the area, definitely go check them out. I do love the vibe of this one a lot. This and the Autumn Evening are my two favorite smokes to have. Honestly, like, I would be happy if I just have any of the stuff from my Lane and Cornell and Deal. Honestly, the two of their companies are just my two favorite ones to smoke from. The other thing, too, is It's like the Peter Stokely, right? The Peter Stokely French vanilla. It's not bad, right? The Peter Stokely French vanilla is pretty good. I like the Peter Stokely for the most part, but I will say it's a lot better out of the corn cob or the Peterson Briarwood, just because it preserves that flavor a lot better. Nose and some stuff. Right side. Lordy help. Lord. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, be right back, chat. All right, I am back. I needed to go and take care of the nose there. Again, got a small ember going, but again, it does have a great room aroma. Honestly, the room note is really good on the Lane 1Q. It is definitely a very easy to smoke aromatic blend. And now that the cat is out of the chair, I can finally take my chair back. Finally, now, chat. It's funny how different the Jurassic looks. So that looks closer to what I have right there. Whether this says vanilla caramel and whiskey / scotch. Oh, okay, maple. Okay, there it is. Maple is the most dominant and recognizable flavor. A secondary flavor described as both prominent and subtle depending on the reviewer is vanilla. Caramel, often mentioned alongside maple. Yes, definitely get hints of caramel in it. And whiskey or scotch provides a liquor-like complexity to the blend. Depending on the smoker, hints of citrus, honey, and other fruits can be detected. Let's see here. The blend is known for tasting as good as it smells with a warm, inviting room note. Oh, it is absolutely a warm, inviting room note. Honestly, the Lane 1 Cube is a good classic, good smoke. Honestly, chat. I should be smoking a little bit slower, but you know when I really like a good smoke is I'm just sitting here puffing on it like, give me that taste, give me that taste. And honestly, out of the Peterson, it preserves the flavor so well. I think that's due to the way that the system pipe works with the pushing back down the moisture from the tube of the stem and pulling the moisture out from the bowl itself as it billows up into there, and it actually drips uh, the moisture into that chamber, and then you just swab it out with a Q-tip and you're good to go. Whole Blood Red Moon is definitely a really good smelling one. For a strong and pleasant room note. Cornell and Deal, Autumn Evening. Love that. Lane 1 Q. Wow, what do you know? These are all the ones I already looked up. And then other highly regarded are Sutliff Vanilla Custard and Peterson Connoisseur's Choice. Yeah, Colt Blood Red Moon is absolutely fucking fantastic. If you guys haven't seen this, this is the one I was showing last night on the stream. It's supposed to be like a cherry cordial. I don't get the chocolate in it at all, but just the cherry notes. Ooh, honey orange and vanilla. Here we go, Celtic Talisman. This is supposed to taste like, cherry and vanilla is what this is. $17.92. That's a very average one, okay. It's sold out, sadly. Damn. Honey orange and vanilla. That sounds amazing. Also, an average one. Mild to medium on the strength. Flavor is strong. Pleasant room note. Medium on the taste. Okay. Let's see here. Again, this is some of the stuff we already have here, chat. Like I said, we got these in the pipe already. I love how you see them prepare their blends like this too, chat. Oh, love this. They sit there and pack them bitches. It's so good, dude. Look at that. New American tobacco right there. Cornell & Deal offers over 150 premium boutique pipe tobaccos ranging from hearty English mixtures to sophisticated aromatics and engaging Virginia Perique blends. All made by hand from the highest quality tobacco, personally sourced and elevated by our head blender, Jeremy Reeves, which he's awesome. You'll experience tobacco at its finest, including components exclusive to Cornell & Deal like genuine St. James Perique from 31 Farms, as well as super light of flue-cured leaf sustainable Turkish Latkia, delicate matured Oriental grades, and so much more. Find a new favorite smoke in our expensive catalog today. There's the Autumn Evening right there. I want this fucking tin so bad, dude. It's got a 5 on the taste, but a 1 on the room note and a 1 on the strength, which is kind of funny because it's honestly, in my opinion, the absolute best. Fernandale's proprietary Red Virginia Cavendish, a lightly taste with a delicate maple flavor for one of the unique and widely popular aromatic blends. The smoker will appreciate the taste of the fine Virginias, while those around will flock to the warm, inviting fragrance. Do that. I do want to try this apricots and cream as well. That looks really good. Awakened Elder is another one I really want to try, but from what I've heard, that one is on back order, sadly, and I really fucking want to try that one. Got a lot of Bayou, the berries and cream is another one I wanted to try from them. They had the black cherry at the cigar lounge. I need to try that one too. There's also the black gold maple as well. Any maple thing I fucking love, honestly. I keep seeing Briar Fox. What is this one? Is exceptionally smooth. Virginia's burley. Age pipe maker, like Peter Haitian. Oh damn! Okay, so it's a cake. Buffalo Soldier, love it. It also looks like they do this in a order of ABC, and I like that. Dark Cherry Cavendish, ooh. So Crooner was supposed to be the one that they did for the Bing Crosby. This is supposed to be Bing Crosby's favorite. Especially cut cube style burley and deer tongue tobacco. The Crooner is an authentic copy of Bing Crosby's private blend. I've heard though if you use something with deer tongue in it, it will take over the pipe taste completely, and you'll never be able to use that pipe for anything other than a deer tongue flavored ever again. So that's what I've heard, at least, chat. So what the hell is Consolation? Ooh, Latkia, Turkish, and bright Virginias balanced with black Cavendish and cube cut barley or burley. I do want to see what this chocolate Cavendish is supposed to be like. Our traditional Cavendish-based blend, more flavorful with the addition of our own exclusive formulation of natural chocolate and cocoa beans. Ooh. Okay, I'll try that. The Da Vinci, what the fuck? Da Vinci is a blend of especially selected and aged Siberian Latkia, rough-cut burley, and bright Virginia flake. Heavy Latkia. Ooh. Another one I know that's on backorder, but the Dreams of Kadath as well. Another, a bunch of these have the H.P. Lovecraft stuff going on, and I love it. Your journey to Kadath will not be an easy one. Before you descend the steps into the Dreamlands, prepare yourself with this fragrant blend of dark-fired Kentucky, Catarini, Perique, Virginia Burley, and Black Cavendish. Oh, well, yeah. First Responders, 5 O'Clock Shadow, Founding Fathers. What is this Green River Vanilla? Burley from the Green River Valley of Kentucky. Fire cured and exceptionally blended to be a mild and smooth, flavored with outstanding vanilla. Oh, they have a Haunted Bookshop cake. Ooh, I want to get that next, too. Because I have the Haunted Bookshop right here, chat. Got a little pinch of that bad boy left. I should say a pinch. I got at least a couple bowls of that. Probably like 2 bowls. Maybe 1 out of the Peterson, depending on how big it gets. What is it with the Bookshop cake? Available in a convenient 2-ounce tins, presented in crumble cake format. Haunted Bookshop cake combines all the benefits of the pressing process, including increased aging potential and enhanced melding of flavors. Ooh, okay. So cakes and plugs are meant to just be able to tear off and plug it in. Okay, I like that. I always like the tin for that one. A little bit more robust than this one. Haunted Bookshop is another of the late Bob Aronofsky's blends, named in honor of the famous novel written by Christopher Morley. A Burley and Virginia blend with just a touch of Perique. Again, another Innsmouth. This is another H.P. Lovecraft one. A strange piece of jewelry sends you on a quest down the cursed and decrepit streets of Innsmouth, armed with a singular blend of Virginia's, Catarini, Perique, and Black Cavendish. It's your duty to uncover the truth, the deep truth. That was actually really good. Just plain Latvia too. Ooh, damn. Okay. Long cut Perique. Ooh. I wonder what this King's Cake's gonna be, chat. In the New Orleans Mardi Gras tradition, no confection is quite as synonymous with this season of the colorful king cake. Beginning on an Epiphany, January 6th, the streets explode with parties and festivals, bringing together family and friends in the spirit of Mardi Gras. With that very same intent, we created the Cellar Series blend to honor the New Orleans staple. Experience Mardi Gras like never before. The king cake, estimated peak 10 to 15 years. Oh, so you have to let this fucking cellar for 10 to 15 years before you really are going to get the best out of this too. Deal's king cake is a crumble cake blend with a base of Virginia, Black Cavendish, Oriental, and Perique tobaccos. It has a flavor of hazelnut, rum, and dark fruit. Oh my god, sign me the fuck up with this one. Sign me up for that one. Primary is hazelnut, rum, and dark fruit with sweet, bready, and vanilla. Ooh. Ooh. Again, there's so many great looking ones here too. I want to say this is another one. Oh, there's the mocha. I have mocha. That's at the shop, unfortunately. This Catonic mixture. Another fucking H.P. Lovecraft. So amidst the old tomes in the remote corner of the library, you discover the obscure reference to an occult recipe. A pinch of granulated Perique over the bed of Catarini and Virginia, finished with a dash of sweet Black Cavendish to cure the madness. Nutty Irishman's another one I want to try because it's just supposed to be very nutty tasting and stuff. So they have Old Joe Krantz Blue and Red Label. What the fuck is Old Joe Krantz? What is the flavor on this one? I think it's aromatic. I know it's a Burley. Dark and cube cut Burley with red Virginia ribbon and Perique create a smooth all-day smoke. Another Rumkowski creation named in the honor of the man who taught Bob to smoke the pipe, his grandfather. Oh, yo, okay, that is fucking sweet. What do I do to honor somebody's grandfather that way? Okay, so what's the red one then? Oh, this has got Lakia. Ugh, my nose. Look, it's opening night. Oh wow, it's just red and okay, wow. Pegasus. This is the one I definitely wanted to try the most, too. Pirate Cake is a smooth and robust blend with lots, 75% of exceptional latkia, accompanied by Turkish and burley. A latkia lover's treasure. Literally, the taste is a 5, room note 5, and its strength is a 4. So, damn. There's so many of these on here, by the way, that I have not seen on any other website either, too, chat. So, like, the fact that they got so many of these on their own website, too, is kind of cool. Because it makes it so you actually have to go to their actual website and look them up. Now, there's a one from my home state of Michigan that they have a pipe shop that you have to call. You can't even do online orders. You have to call them to actually put an order in. They'll ship it to wherever you're at, but at least within the United States. So I'm actually very curious about actually calling them up. That is all 13 pages. It's literally our story. I want to see this here. Cornell and Deal has been hand blending boutique pipe tobaccos for more than 30 years and continues to innovate, continuously originating new methods and techniques, sourcing from the finest tobaccos grown and serving a dynamic pipe smoking public worldwide. Our small batch mixtures highlight the finest components obtainable by our head blender, Jeremy Reeves, who scours the world and maintains relationships with producers to guarantee exceptional quality. Our Cellar series is specially designed to capitalize on the properties of tobacco aging for delayed and enhanced gratification. Our everyday blends are recommended by the same care and quality. We've sourced our own proprietary Perique, working with the Rossell family of 31 farms in St. James Parish, Louisiana, to ensure that it is traditionally grown and processed in genuine historical accuracy. Damn. We also produce all the blends in the well-respected GLPs, Castello, Captain Earl's, Briarworks, Warp, and Two Friends pipe tobacco lines, all blended by hand and lovingly prepared by our team of passionate enthusiasts. Today, Cornell & Deal is a thriving and vibrant entity in the tobacco industry, enjoying tens of thousands of square feet in modern facility with the top-of-the-line equipment, and all while maintaining a commitment to traditional methods, hand blending, and exceptional components. In 1990, however, when the company was launched, things were decidedly different. The company's name originated from its founders, Craig and Patty Tarler, who thought a tobacco company would be a fun retirement activity. They bought the old, almost out-of-business Amar blending company and re-christened it with Craig's middle name and Patty's maiden name. They did not receive any buildings or equipment. They were able to load the entire tobacco company, such as it was, into the back of a rented van. Holy shit! With humor, charisma, and a dedication to having fun and being part of a highly involved and interested pipe community, Craig and Patty continued expanding and watching their efforts become more and more popular. Get this pack real quick. I wanted to go out, but I saved it. C&D, Cornell & Deal, began producing the GLPs line of tobaccos as well as Two Friends, a series of collaborations between Gregory Pease and Cornell & Deal. International demands for C&D products were rising, with accounts in China, Malaysia, Switzerland, Israel, and Japan. The little part-time retirement hobby originally proposed had become an internationally recognized mainstream and manufacturer. Craig and Patty have been talking with Six Wilford over the years about the possibility of DC Enterprises merging with C&D. The need for help and modernization had become apparent, and the Tarlers were convinced that Lazzi could provide that C&D needed to advance to a new level. It is unfortunate that Craig did not live to see it come to fruition, passing away in 2012, but in 2014, Cornell and Deal merged with Lotzi Enterprises. Some may wonder why C&D was interested in such a business deal. With all the growth they were experiencing, it was clear to everyone that the company, that modern production and inventory controls needed to be established, and Lotzi was particularly experienced in those categories of expertise. Lotzi's staff converged on Morganton and disassembled the entire operation, rebuilding it as they want. It is an impressive sight with racks of computers and bundles of cables running from room to room, various equipment being unpacked and set up, and an endless bustle of professionals performing an unintelligible tasks. That was the most noticeable, though. What was most noticeable, though, was that beyond the incomprehensible destruction and rebuilding of the premise was the enthusiasm of everyone involved. Everyone sensed that this was an important moment in the history of pipe tobacco. A few months later, C&D moved its facilities to South Carolina, where it was housed. Oh yeah, you were supposed to message Shauna about that, at what time it started yesterday. Sorry, I meant to tell you that yesterday. Well, still, you could have messaged her. That doesn't take any effort, really, dude. Come on. Housing Loudsea's large new corporate headquarters, production continued to increase, though it turned out that even though that was too small, so we moved again to our own building 2 miles away. Production was streamlined and made more efficient, and inventory control measures were structured for ease of location and utility. Virtually every process was examined with, for efficiency in the new larger scale that we had attained. C&D has doubled its staff since moving to South Carolina, as well as increased production to keep up the demand. In first year of the merger, production was about 19,000 pounds of finished tobacco. 2015 finished over 27,000 pounds, with 32,000 pounds in 2016. 44 and 26. In 2023, C&D produced over 120,000 pounds of hand-blended tobacco. Holy shit. That is not an impressive amount when compared to, for example, the cigarette industry, but it certainly signals increased popularity for C&D's pipe tobacco. Several other brands are now manufactured by C&D, including Briarworks, GLPs, Captain Earl's, Two Friends, Jukar and Sons, Low Country, Warped, Kramer's, and the Maverick brand in Russia. Oh, there's Jeremy Reeves right there, too. That's cool. Jeremy Reeves has gone to great lengths to source blending components for consistency and excellence, always looking for increased quality in the component that would benefit a blend. He's also been pursuing a knowledge of USDA labeling codes, which make it easier to decode the maturity, quality, and presence of green leaf and the proportion thereof. An overall monetary value when assessing the purchasing tobaccos, these codes were developed to help tobacco growers make sure they were being paid the correct sums, as well as helping USDA for insurance claims. Jeremy has taken 3 courses so far. One of the codes for flue-cured 156 different grades. One for the dark fire at 57 different grades, and one on air-cured tobaccos. Damn. With continuous future education pending. That's not really your last year. No. Oh, wow. That's cool. The Cigar Lounge is actually doing a trick-or-treat thing for the kids today. That's cool. Well, the Cigar Lounge, they might give candy out to kids that come by the door. I really want to get this king cake though, Chad. Getting close to the end of this bowl here, Chad. Then we'll light up the cigar and enjoy that. That is good. That is a good taste, honestly. Again, like I said, I do love the 1Q, honestly, chat. A lot of people, I think, one of the funniest things, too, about the 1Q is it is a very popular bulk tobacco. You'll see a lot of people out there that smoke it because it's a common bulk tobacco you can get pretty much anywhere else out and, around. Yeah, so they end one so that we can stop and then go to the other one. Yep. Because again, the cigar lounge is meant to be a family establishment type thing. They want it to be more family operated kind of thing, so that you can want to bring your kids in with you to grab a cigar, leave, and things like that. I might. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's such a good bowl of tobacco though. Honestly, again, the 1Q. I think one of the things that makes it kind of funny that a lot of people will kind of trash it is because it is made by Lane, and Lane makes a massive amount of just bulk tobacco and everything. But I will say they do a good job, right? They do a fantastic job. Now, again, there's a reason why I will always go pick up 4 ounces of this every time I get a chance, right? So this is the Lane 1Q jar that I have. This jar is dedicated to Lane 1Q. That's why I've taped it on there like that. Any of the jars that have tapes on them like that, they're dedicated to those tobaccos, and I will only buy those tobaccos for those jars. Same like this one, I've only kept Autumn Evening, and all I do is every time I get new Autumn Evening, I'll move all the old to the side, dump the new to the side of it, and lift up the old and on top of the new, and just kind of blend it in together. Let it mix up really well. And that is how I've been able to keep the Autumn Evening stocked. I keep about 8 ounces of that at all times. And usually the extra couple ounces will be in the bag like we've had over here. So that way I got a baggie of tobacco that I can walk around with and load the bowls with and shit. Especially if I'm like, oh man, I want to go on a walk, or like today we're going to go trick-or-treating and stuff like that. I want to be able to take my pipe with me. We're kind of getting close to cashed. What I'm going to do is pull this out, dab out the stem. The stem still collects just a tiny bit of moisture down in the bottom of it. But when you smoke a whole bowl and then swab it out, you will definitely have the moisture like that. Swab out. There we go, chat. Nice and cleaned out on that end. Then we take the Q-tip. And then we swab out the inside of the tube. Like so. The inside of the tube is going to still get some residue and stuff like that. And because of the way it's designed, you're not going to be getting into that crap in your actual mouth or anything like that too, so. There we go, nice and dry. And before we do that, let's go ahead and cash out the bowl. Pretty sure. Oh no, actually, there's still quite a bit of tobacco in there. Oh shit! All right. We still got quite a bit of the 1Q in there. Holy crap! Was not expecting it to still have a bowl in there, chat. Okay. Still got that aroma, still got that taste. I'd argue that the bowl is stronger tasting now, because it's had all the time to saturate all that into there. But the way the bowl is designed too, it actually pushes a lot of that moisture into the chamber. So as it saturates all that moisture, it just kind of gets sucked into that anti-gravity chamber that's in the back here. Allowing you to get that again, a sweeter, cooler, tasting smoke. Like literally, the bowl is nice and lukewarm, right? It's not hot, but it's lukewarm, so that would mean that the smoke should be warm. No, the smoke is cold when it comes into my mouth. So getting like tongue bite or anything like that, it's really fucking hard off of this, unless you get a really shitty tobacco or something that's just really heavily sprayed with some type of aromatic. That's not like naturally done. If it's naturally done, it won't have that type of effect to it. And like, especially when you're doing Cavendish, or vanilla I should say, black Cavendish in itself has a vanilla-like taste. Just like Burleys have a natural peanut taste, kind of nutty taste to it. So you can use that with with Cavendish to make that a vanilla kind of peanut taste, kind of almost like a peanut buttery taste. If you add a little bit of Virginia's to it, then you start to get more of that actual, like, hints of like caramel and everything like that. Again, if you guys haven't checked out the Cornell and Deal actual blends and stuff like that, chat, I highly recommend them. Hey, look at that. That's how they're actually blending that by hand. Crumbling it up and everything like that. That is so cool to see how it's made like that by hand and then slowly processed. Long cut Perique. Do you mean to roll you some today or something? Well, we got the jars to put your rolling tobacco into. Thanks, we just rolled up here. Another package, thanks. So go ahead and grab it, kiddo. At least they knocked. UPS didn't knock. We got the laundry soap. I don't know why we're having an issue with this site right now. I have internet too, chat, which is really weird. We're having this issue right now. It's crazy we're having any of these issues at all right now, chat. Why? What's the matter? Yeah. But we got music playing, yet this is not wanting to load, chat. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, chat. My internet is acting up though, and it's not letting me load a fucking page right now. It's really weird. Now we got it smoky as shit up in here. The room smells so fantastic right now. And also, I commemorate today because we're all gonna be showering, walking up to the Halloween and stuff like that. You know, the precautions and stuff. And we're gonna bust out the flannel forest, let you guys know how I think of this fall woodsy vibe of the. Well, this one, it's either that one gonna be or the spiked cider. I don't know which one yet, chat. This one also smells really good. This one is a no grit. This one is a light grit. Walnut shell in this one, and pear extract in this one. Both of these have smelled both fantastic for the fall time. And I also want to get the Alien Awakening one and the Predator one, along with some more of the. I need some more Drunken Pumpkins. Only down to like two or three bricks of that left. I got four or five of all of the other ones. I should say, of all the Spidey Suds, Star Clans, the Thor one, and the Captain America one. But then I got two of the Werewolf Wash left, and then two of the Count Sudzula, along with a couple of the Ninny Scrubbins ones left as well too. I got one Brick of the Dead left as well too. Oh, and I also got one left of the Root Beer Brick, because I've been using that as well. This is actually a pretty solid smelling brick. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I do highly recommend that one. Also got some basic bricks in too. I got some Coconut Castaway as my fallback, so once I get out of all my limited editions, I will finally start busting out some of those. I wonder if they just put their site down for maintenance or something. That's the only thing I can think of is their site just went down for maintenance, chat. Yeah, because this is all loading up. See, oh yeah, here's the RLP6. This is the one I really want to get, chat. Chocolate, vanilla, and caramel. That sounds amazing for that. Okay, this is now finally, I think, dead of a bowl. Go. Get it swabbed out again. And now we can cash out the bowl. And we'll load up this, light up the cigar here, chat. There we go. Then take a pipe cleaner, like so. Get a little clean out. And that ash out of there. They're nice and clean. Absolutely love this pipe, chat. Before I get into the cigar, I definitely need to give it a few moments. We'll smoke a little bit, and then like some cannabis, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get a soda real quick too, because I need my stomach to settle down a bit too. Okay. Get a fresh soda. I think I'm gonna do the flannel forest tonight. That's what we're gonna wash up with here too, chat. Show you guys the brick of it. Look at this beautiful brick of soap too, chat. You know, and again too, with the quest of you could kind of call this, right, the quest of trying to find stuff to make you feel more manly, to make you feel better as a guy, right? And let's face it, us dudes, we don't take good care of our hygiene as well as we should. And having shit like the Dr. Squatch brand, love that. I always love their shit. You know, there's other brands out there too. As long as you're doing more to take, you know, better care of your body, things like that, I honestly truly do recommend it. In a moment, yeah. Hey, Monkey, will you roll her at least a couple real quick? Yeah, but still, she can roll you a couple real quick. Before I get to it. She just needs to roll you at least 2 real quick. On this guy, we're not going to use a cutter on this one. I am going to use the punch cut, or the punch out. Right there. There it is. Got a good taste of the wrap. Let's let the lady know about the whole plans for the Halloween. Shauna just messaged me, by the way. She's trying to get to Planet Fitness to go shower. Thankfully, this cigar was actually pretty moist too, chat, compared to some of the other ones I've been getting from. As much as I do like the Valley Smoke one, their humidor I feel like has just not been as good as it should be. I just went fine. Oh yeah, that's got good airflow. That's got good taste. Holy shit. Alright. Let's go ahead and open up the window, open up the curtain. We'll be smoking a cigar. Oh, I did plan to do a dab real quick before we do the cigar. Let that end dry off a bit. Let's go ahead and get a dab ski in real quick, chat. Again, the Flannel Forest smells amazing, chat. Again, if you are looking for something to do for the whole like more masculine vibe, everything like that, I definitely recommend trying out using the Dr. Squatch soaps. Recommend smoking a cigar. I recommend trying out pipe tobacco, because these things inherently are intrinsically linked with manliness, right? Well, and gentlemanliness too as well. Again, there's something to be had about being an actual gentleman, especially in this day and age. It's not lost. There's a point to still being a gentleman, and doing things, in that regard, in that way of life. It is still a rewarding way of living. It's still a good way to live. And as I've gotten older, and especially as I get more into politics, and the more I get into religion and everything else like that, one of the biggest common things that I have found is that, especially in the Christian community, right, is that you have a lot of cigar smokers, a lot of pipe smokers, a lot of people who like to contemplate upon their thoughts, ruminate upon them, their character and their behavior. And I've learned that actually from a few other actual men. Because again, I don't actually have an actual father in my life, sadly enough. My father was a piece of shit, and so I don't actually have him in my life. So I've had to learn from other men, and one of the biggest things I've learned from them is that when you're smoking a pipe, one of the biggest things that you should do is reflect upon one's character, one's self, and truly think about your actions for the day. Think about the things you might have said that day. Think about what you want to accomplish in your life. Think about, are you on the right path? Are you with the right people? Are you with the right woman? All these things are very important in your day-to-day life. And something as simple as lighting a cigar and smoking this bad boy can unlock some of those inner qualities. Well, guess what? More power to that fucking leap. That allows me to be a better man in a lot of ways. And it's not because you smoke that makes you the better man. It's the act of what's going on while you're smoking is what's making you a better man, right? Reflecting upon your character, reflecting upon your thoughts, reflecting upon your actual behavior and how you can change or affect things in certain ways is a much more, I would argue, a manly thing to do than just flying off the fucking handle and being full of rage and anger and everything else like that. And trust me, coming from somebody who oftentimes has a hard time controlling his anger, sometimes controlling his his thoughts, his emotions, things like that. I have a hard time at times. Having smoked a pipe lately and doing that more so a lot, I have found ways to slow things down and find a way to kind of compartmentalize everything into a way that I can actually handle things in the way that I feel that it's best to handle it for myself, versus it being like, well, if I just go do this thing, then maybe I'll be okay. Maybe I'll have this all, taken care of, and life will move on with that regards, right? And in reality, I should be like, how can I better do this thing and complete the task to its fullest extent, out of my, best abilities and needs and skills, that therefore can then be transferred to somebody else, or, it's completely finished, therefore, whatever the case is. We start to reflect more upon the me versus the you. You know what I mean? It's not so much a, well, you do this or they do this or da 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 da. It's I, me, things like that, right? And you feel better about the things that you think about and ruminate upon when you're enjoying a cigar or a delicious pipe bowl. Okay? So again, if you're a guy and you're watching this right now, and you're like, man, I really want to find ways to kind of feel a little bit more masculine. I urge you, one, start washing with bar soap. Stop using the liquid fucking soap that you used as a kid. Use some bar soap. Something like Squatch, Sudsy Bear, Grizzly Natural. There's a fuck ton of companies out there that make hand-pressed soap, which is so much better for you, and it has a way better scent upon your body than fucking liquid soaps. And then again, if you're a man, try smoking a cigar. If you're a man, try smoking a pipe. I think that these things could activate a lot. And you don't need to buy a $180 pipe. Go get yourself a $60 briarwood. Okay? Go get yourself a fucking $25 corn cob. These things will work just fine. You will get the same accomplishment that I get out of my awesome Peterson pipe that I love so much. And you will then start to kind of unlock those kind of inner things within yourself as well, too. Also, something that I have noticed, too, with continuously growing my beard out, too. If you haven't noticed, I was shaving it a lot lately. And then all of a sudden I started growing it back in again. Having smoked pipe tobacco, whenever you, like, brush your beard sometimes like this, you'll smell the pipe tobacco that's ruminated into your beard a bit. And just kind of been chilling and vibing and hanging out in there. And you smell, you're like, oh, wow, that smells good. And that means that whenever you're giving your lady a kiss or anything like that, or a hug, they're smelling that. And that's now become part of your aroma now. So, again, it's another reason to take good care of your hygiene and your body and everything else like that, too. Goes on to 500. Boom. Cheers, everybody. Ooh. Okay. That also helped because I was getting a little nauseous too. Because after that last bit of the bowl, I kind of did accidentally swallow a little bit more of the smoke than I meant to, and I got a little bit of the liquid that shot up the tube. At one point, I did pull a little too hard on the pipe. Excuse me. And it caused that to shoot up, and I was like, ooh, that is nasty. It really wasn't actually nasty like in taste, but it's like the nasty feeling that I could feel it instantly hit the gut. And I haven't eaten yet. Ooh, the lungs are definitely feeling it. I'll tell you that right now, chat. And a big thing I would argue too is that the feeling of smoking a pipe versus smoking a cigar or smoking a cigarette, all that stuff is way different feeling than anything else. Truthfully, it is. Away from the flame is the hottest point of the flame there, chat. Okay, dude, that tastes amazing. The cigar begins with notes of cocoa, earth, wood, and natural tobacco and clove. Dude, you can taste every one of those notes right off the start of the cigar. Wow. Like, legitimately, this is just as absolutely amazing of a start of a cigar. Like, for it to start off that good, that's incredible. Oh yeah. Okay, so I definitely get the wood a little bit first. I get the cocoa, and then I'm getting the earthy clove notes first. So I like that. And then the mid cigar, we're supposed to get the notes of coffee, citrus, and black pepper emerge from that. As the earth and cocoa become more prominent, the wood note recedes. What's up, Bubba's? Yeah, I'll get you some clean water in one moment, baby boy. You've been going out there drinking water out of the other water bowl, so I wasn't expecting you to come out here and yelling about this one. Yeah, what's up, Bubba's? Silly dude. Yeah, silly dude. Oh, the face. That is such a good fucking taste. Like, I wish there was a way for you to go and sample an aging room Quattro Verbato. Yourself. Again, I love Nicaraguan wraps, fillers, and binders. I think they're the best. I don't like Dominican Republics as much. Cubans suck. Mexicans suck. Though the San Andreas ones are like really sought after nowadays. I don't know why the fuck that is. However, though, I am not gonna lie. These things right here are key. Definitely get those notes of, like I said, of the cocoa and the earthy notes, dude. It tastes so good. And I love that it's a square, too. I love when they do like the square box design for the cigars. I think it's so much more unique than just the the circly, tubular kind of design. Tubular, dude, tubular. But I do like this one. This is really nice. Ooh, and they're also signed and everything on the band. Dude, I'm definitely keeping this fucking band. I love this. And it's even got their serial date so that they can mark which ones come from which probably like which farm or which roller, everything like that. So this one's marked with F55N. We usually do every once in a while. So that's why I was gonna say we should probably get a little bag of candy. Oh, well, Shauna's got those raspberry ones. That's what I've been jacking from her. So, but I'll take it. You didn't have to. I appreciate the soda. It's also kind of a celebratory as well cigar for myself here, chat. After all the years I've put up with the vape shop that I've worked at, like today was the first day I've taken a sick day, right? And I had to do it. I had to fucking do it. The store is definitely going to close here soon. I know that for sure. I've already lined up another job. I'm not one to get lose a job or quit or do anything like that and not have something lined up already, or unless I've already planned to do like I already do plan to do like a week break or so if I wanted to, like of not working. But I don't like doing that though. I don't like not working. Right. That's why I like streaming like even on my free days and stuff like that. For me it's still like a form of work, or as much as much of it is a hobby, I do consider it still a form of work. And I still enjoy it. And I enjoy working in general. That's why I mean I'm a person who likes to just be working. I don't like to be idle. And one of the reasons why I'd say I don't like to be idle as much, right? It's because I don't like the feeling of just doing nothing, right? And one of the problems I've had with the vape shop that I've been working at is that my boss has refused to listen to the wisdom of the people that he has put as managers. Even before it was me, it was the fucking other guy who used to work before me as Devin. And then when I took over, for all the years I've been working there, 5 or 6 years now, he has never listened to us. And in ways I've tried to listen to what he would do to replicate the things, and sometimes it would work. It would work in some ways, right? And I think if it was because of the fact that we had a balance of what Devin was doing and what I was doing, it balanced out. But one of the problems is that my boss never listened to the customers. It's like my boss thinks he's fucking Steve Jobs, right? Steve Jobs once said, "People don't know what they want to buy until I put it in front of them." Okay, motherfucker, you're not Steve Jobs, so get it out of your head. It's not gonna happen like that. You're not just gonna get people to buy whatever you want them to buy because you think you're that smart or you're that clever or whatever the fuck you think it is. It's really kind of like disheartening because at the end of the day, it's like if you have managers of a store, chat, you're supposed to listen to your managers because those are your dudes on the front line that are managing the fucking store. It's in the name. It's in the fucking name. Right? And my boss, he doesn't even really micromanage. You could argue that maybe he would be like micromanaging, right? And people would be like, oh well, maybe if he was doing that, that would be different. Yeah, you're right. It would be different. The store would be fucking better. And that's the honest truth. Right? So But one of the things that he's always done is that he's always tried to tell people what they're gonna buy, when they're gonna buy it, right? Because let's say he asks me one week, "Hey, what do we need? What are we out of?" And I give him an order list. 2 to 3 weeks later, I will get, "Oh, hey, what are we at now on those items you sent me? Can you see me updated list?" I'm like, "Wait, you didn't put an order in?" "Well, no, I didn't think we needed to," or "Oh, well, I didn't want to pay the." He doesn't want to pay fucking shipping fees. I get it. It sucks having to pay shipping fees. Oh, fucking well. Pay the fucking shipping fees. No, no, no. Let's wait until we don't have shipping fees. And it's a big enough order. And then you order it in. By that point, it's now like fucking 3, 4 weeks. By the time I actually get the order in. And it's like, oh, yeah, now we finally have it. He's like, well, why isn't it selling like this? You told me you needed these things. Yeah, motherfucker, like yesterday. Because you decided to get it in so late. Now people go somewhere else. You know, and I've said this a million times on this fucking stream. And I try to get this through his fucking head, and he never wants to listen to me. So finally, what do? I go look for another job in the same industry. You know, as much as it is a direct competitor uh, to us, I went and asked him. I was like, hey, I asked the owner. I was like, would you hire me? All this other stuff like that. And we were talking about everything, and he kind of gave me like a light little kind of like interview, if you will. And literally was like, dude, I'd hire you right now if you weren't working right there. He's like, I'd hire you right now. And I was like, okay. We see a problem here, guys? Like, and especially when I tell them, like, oh, these are my ideas, these are the things I do. Like when I tell them, like, oh yeah, I would do streams for your store and be able to do like social media stuff like that for you to help kind of promote the business that way and bring in more people. So that way they actually, know of your establishment. They actually want to come in. They know that I'm working at your establishment. And then they go, okay, if he's working there, I want to go there because I have a lot of loyal customers to myself that instead of being to the store, which that's something else my boss doesn't get. The reputation of the store is my reputation right now is teetering because I'm fucking late, letting myself get drowned by the store and its reputation and his fucking shitty reputation. And so then therefore people are like, well, if he's hired, if he works for them and he's not quit yet, well, he must have a shitty reputation. Like, no, 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 no. I just was willing to go down with that ship for so long because I love that fucking store. But finally I found another store where I was like, you know what? I actually like this store enough that I want to actually work for you. And the guy was like, yeah, because I need somebody who wants to have that type of like pizzazz and that wants to work and wants to have that drive and has all that other shit like that going on for them. It's like there's the difference. You know, it's it's one of those things. Sorry, I was listening to what you were saying out there. Uh, there's a there's a lot to be said about when you do business, right? That you need to do it in a way that the customer knows you're there for them. That you're not just trying to make money off them. And my boss just wants to get rich. That's the problem. Like, fuck, dude, we all want to be fucking rich. At the end of the day, we want to have money so we don't have to be, wanting or needing of things like that. But for fuck's sake, do it the right way. You know, there's a right way to do it. He's not doing it. The coffee notes are starting to come through now, along with the black pepper. I'm not getting the citrus so much yet, not just yet. But I am getting the coffee and the black notes as we're getting to the middle of the cigar now. Finally. But again, this cigar has been the fucking perfect fucking smoke too. Every bit of the leaf is just burning evenly all the way down, like mwah, beautiful. I definitely will be buying more of these aging rooms. This is definitely a new favorite of mine, I gotta say. Oh, there is actually a little citrus note. It's almost like a man, Jay, you scared the fuck out of Zeffy. You okay, bud? Did you shit yourself? Like, holy shit, my cat just ran like fucking a bat out of hell. Hmm. This has got such a good flavor to it, chap. It's one of those things I wish like you could like waft the smell or even the taste to somebody through the screens. You'd be like, ah, yes, that's such a good taste. Again, if you're 21 and older, you want to know what they're like. Go to your local cigar, or humidor, anywhere that you have a humidor in the area that sells cigars and stuff like that. Get yourself an aging room Quattro Verbato. This is a fantastic smoke. I recommend using a punch out on the bottom instead of the cut. It gets a more concentration of the flavor this way. Now, again, if I had a V cutter, boom, that would be the booty right there. When I'm holding that smoke, I'm usually swirling my tongue around in the smoke, trying to get the taste of it and everything like that too. It's just such a good flavor. Well, you don't expect it to be there the whole actual, 4 hours, do you? Or well, no, no, sorry, my bad. It's 2 hours. It should only take us an hour because then we could go and do the mall. Is Oh, I thought that was for tomorrow. Okay. Hmm, such a good cigar. No, not there. Twin Falls. Yeah, yeah, even further. Ooh, by the way, I get the citrus when I did that retro hand. I blew it out my nose there. Ooh, okay, okay. I'm starting to get learning more how to do retro. I think cigars is a little bit easier to learn the retro hail how to do that versus doing it with a pipe. And to explain retro hailing, because I've been having to look this up, there's a great video by Mutton Chop Piper. He does a great explanation of this. But you're gonna push this smoke to the back of your throat, but not quite inhaling it, but then pushing it out through your nose. Because remember, your nose and your throat are all connected. So you just gotta push it just enough that it'll shoot out your nose a bit, and you just give it a little puff out there, and you're like, and your nose has a way of tasting things, all right, from the olfactory and everything. So that's a great way to taste your cigar and your pipe tobacco. is the retro hail. My one side is all plugged up. I can smell the clove that they're talking about too, by the way. But there's the orange, the coffee, the black pepper, definitely there. It's definitely noticeable. I like that. This is probably the best $16 cigar I've ever bought in my life, Chad. Like this has been the best and most enjoyable experience I've had smoking a cigar in a long time. Hmm. That's another reason why I love my torch for those that are new. If you haven't seen it yet, on the Caesar torch that I have, it has a cigar actual holder at the top, so I can do exactly what I need to do real quick. Want to do this for the factory smoke I got in my humidor, my personal humidor thing that I have. What are the notes on the factory smoke sweet Toro? The factory smoke sweet Toro notes include a pleasant non-artificial sweetness from the sweetened tip, which is something I love about the Sweet Janes by Deadwood, which is often described as having hints of vanilla. Yeah, okay. And caramel. The cigar also features notes of earth, cedar, and a mild spice with a creamy and peppery undertones throughout the smoke. Ooh. Mm. That's a sweet Toro right here, and I love the sweets because they got that, like I said, the sweet end. Because I'm a huge fan. By Deadwood, all their ends are all sweetened, as far as I've heard. Like so, the Fat Bottom Betty, ooh, fucking love that one as well. But as long as you have this sweet end all done, in which this Deadwoods are made by Drew Estate, which also makes the factory smokes. These, in my opinion, are just a cheaper version of a Sweet Jane. And for $4, I'm sorry, you can't go wrong. I mean, yes, I love getting a Sweet Jane, especially because I have some of the Halloween wrappers and stuff like that from this year, and I love patroning the cigar lounge and stuff like that, obviously. But if they brought these in and I could just buy them for like even 4, 5, $6, even there, I would fucking do it because literally I'm like I like my cheap cigars sometimes, and these taste just as good as a Deadwood Sweet Jane. Now again, just as good, but not the same exact. And also getting one of these, this also costs only like around like I think it was like 20 or 15 to $20 for one of these, and you put a little bit of a solution that's in the bottom that's for a humidor, like a personal humidor solution, and then you just leave it in there. You just refill it every so often, and it just naturally keeps the cigars, personally, more at that humidity level that you need. Because I have a 69 one in there, 69% humidity in my humidor box that I have by Cigar Bros that I got from the potential the shop that I'll be working at hopefully soon. So, which just has one of the Bavita packs in there that it came with, and so it's a 69% humidity Bavita pack that I got in there, and it works great. It does a great job of handling all of that stuff. Uh, that was gonna be the lady here. Which yeah, the lady's gonna be showing up here soon. So I'll probably won't finish the cigar on stream. I'll be finishing it throughout the rest of the day while I get ready here and stuff like that in just a moment. because we got to go and take my little sister trick or treating here soon. So again, I wanted to just do a small stream and say happy Halloween to everybody. I hope you guys all have a pleasant and wonderful day, especially if you're out taking kiddos trick or treating or anything like that, or even doing it yourself. Doing a little adult trick or treating. I know there's some places that will do stuff like that, which what I gotta say that is the coolest thing in the world when you have adult trick or treating. So yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to get a factory smoked sweet Toro, go check them out. I definitely highly recommend those. Definitely recommend this aging room Quattro Verbato. And another one I definitely always recommend, obviously, like I said, the Deadwood Sweet Jane. But I would say another one I could honestly recommend that was absolutely a fantastic smoke, at least in my opinion, is a Macanudo Orange. A Macanudo Inspirato Robusto Orange. Those are fantastic. It's a creamy, buttery note to it that is just really, really unique for a cigar to have. Like I said, it's very unique of a smoke too because of the way that it has three different sections that are going to smoke in a different way. Because this is a long leaf tobacco. It's not like this is a bunch of different fillers. Like, all right, they got a little bit here, then they got a little bit here, and they got a little bit here. It's however they did it though, in the way that they do it, allows for them to have a cigar that actually smokes with three different style of like balances, as it says, from all these different flavors up here. It's literally to a dried fruit and a creamy finish. Giggity. And it has smoked very well too. I gotta say, it has smoked very well. It also stayed fairly moist too throughout the entire experience that I've had this and have been smoking it. It has not been dried out cracking of the wrapper, anything like that, which is really nice to see. You often see that on wrappers or cigars that are stored in a humidor that's just not quite there with the temperature and the humidity being balanced. You can tell that this was stored in a really good humidor, and then afterwards being stored here, I've kept it in a very well good, or a very good condition and well maintained humidor, so that way it stays super perfect like this. And then also, if you're smoking it slowly enough and enjoying the experience like I have been, then you're gonna get the most out of your cigar too. And especially when you're spending money like that, yeah, like a sweet Toro, you can smoke a little bit fast if you really want to, because it's fucking a $4 cigar, whoop de doo. But there's still something to be said about smoking something like this. That is nice. That is really nice. I mean, how much can you get one of these for too? Like box of 20, 5 pack. So 5 pack. All right, so that's what that is. Okay, and the box of 20 is gonna be the $200. Yeah, okay. So 5 pack for $61. That's not bad. Cause I spent 16 just on one. Oh wow, they do the whole. Okay, wow, damn. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is one of the finest cigars on the market today. Damn, I treated myself real good for Halloween then. This was the best one to smoke for Halloween. Right here, baby. Woo-wee. And this is made by the legendary AJ Ferdinand. Dude, this is why this cigar is so fucking fantastic. When you got a master roller like somebody like him doing something like this that is just such fucking quality, this is absolutely fantastic. And since I heard it's maybe too smoky in here, let me put the fan on finally. I got the window open, but I thought the window would keep the airflow going because it has got a nice breeze going outside, but apparently it wasn't keeping the house less smoky enough. So just went ahead and opened that up. Let me go ahead and take off one of these bands real quick, and boom. All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, though. It was been a good stream, though. It's been a fun time hanging out with everybody. And again, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with the Coke. I tried going live on Kick, and it was not going live at all. Like the entire time. Like I was just checking to see if maybe I was live this entire time and didn't know it. Nope, nope, not at all. It wasn't live. Fucking killing me, dude. It's really killing me with that. I really, really wish that would fucking work better. So I'm hoping that we'll get all that fixed up and get that kind of going here soon, chat. But with all that being said, though, I love hanging out with everybody. I love having it, the ability just to do something like this, especially on a day like Halloween. It's a fun time to hang out with everyone. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I will see you all in the next one, guys, which will most likely be tomorrow. And then I will we'll see. We'll probably just do some gaming and hanging out and vibing as well. So obviously we'll be smoking a pipe as well too. We'll got some more of the autumn evening to be smoking. So I will see you guys then.